Hello everyone and welcome to round 2 of the Gender Difference Tournament. In this second round we face against Spempai Terranon. Spempai Terranon won their round match as well. They beat my good friend Chibi Manny. And now it is time for us to face Spempai Terranon. This match is quite an interesting one, and that is because of one of the Pokemon on their team, specifically their Tangrowth. It seems like a pretty good team. Pyroar, Tangrowth, Weavile, Garchomp, Scizor, and Alakazam. Seems like a well-balanced team, first off, but there's something special about their Tangrowth. So during the match, just during the battle, just keep an eye on what moves it has, which 4 moves it has. For the rest of it, they have Garchomp like I do, they have a Tangrowth like I do. They have the Weavile that I was afraid of, so the Weavile is very dangerous, but at the same time there are ways that I can take it out. Stealth Rock is definitely going to help with that, so I'm not sure if I lead with a Powdon or not. We'll find out in just a moment. And their Scizor, Alakazam can probably do something fancy. Also, something I didn't mention, I don't think, in the first video. Mega Evolutions don't have gender differences, so Mega Evolutions aren't allowed. So even though all these 3 can Mega Evolve, they won't Mega Evolve. Okay, let's get going. They start with Tangrowth. Hit Powdon, let's go. Giga Drain is dangerous, or Energy Ball, I don't remember which one it's supposed to have. Lead Seed, well, Miss Rosie blocks that. That is nice. Here comes a Sludge Bomb, completely takes out the Tangrowth. Nice. So yeah, we just know Lead Seed from it for this battle. Hidden Power Fire! They didn't expect that! That's Scizor gone! I miss Rosie! Here comes Alakazam. Sets up Calm Mind, potentially predicting a switch. But I just Sludge Bomb. Hit it hard, let Roserade be taken out by Alakazam. They decide to Psyshock there to make sure that's gone. Devastator comes in. They actually take me out. I didn't think that would happen. I was hoping that I would just Dragon Dance or for then on just sweep. They did a lot more than I thought it would. But okay, Sandy does take out the Alakazam, so it is 4-3 for me. Slack off, I heal some HP. I take a lot of damage, set up Stealth Rock. And unfortunately that's Sandy gone. Still 3 Pokemon left though. Here comes the future. Set up my Reflect. Book some Outrage. Make them yawn, make them drowsy. If they're not confused here, then they have to use it again, and then they fall asleep. But they crit kill Spaghetti though! Ooh, suddenly from a really good start, this is not looking good. I do have Reflect up, but I want a Swords Dance, but it's quite risky at the same time. So I just decide to Earthquake instead. They still have Weavile! Please let me be able to survive Weavile. Pyroar comes in. Hyper Voice. Earthquake, Pyroar gone, but they probably have Ice Shard on that. Weavile, and I have Life Orb damage, even with the Reflect. Ice Shard, right? No, they don't Ice Shard. Fake out. Icicle Crash. That could have missed. I'm pretty sure I knew they had Ice Shard at this time because of the round 1 match, or I just expected them to have Ice Shard. Either way, I'm pretty sure I asked him about it at a later time. But Icicle Crash has a chance of missing, where Ice Shard doesn't. So Ice Shard wouldn't be able to hit me. They potentially thought that Ice Shard wouldn't take me out, even though it's 4 times super effective. They have Stab. With the Reflect, I felt it would take me out. But Spempai Terranon takes the first game, so that's 1-0 for him. Battle 2. I open with Meowstic this time, once again against Tangrowth. We know about Lead Seed. Here's Toxic. And I knew about either Giga Drain or Energy Ball, one of the 2, already from match 1, and I probably 1 or 2 others. So here's the Giga Drains. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is where it happens. So I'm going to take the Giga Drain. Your Tangrowth did not have that in round 1. All of its moves were revealed, none were Giga Drain. So we had Toxic and Lead Seed before, and I didn't say anything about that then. But because likely not all of its moves were revealed, but its other 2 moves besides Toxic and Lead Seed, potentially those 2 moves were revealed in their round 1 match against Chibi Manny as well. But let's say that it could have also been that they weren't, but then they would have had Energy Ball and something else in round 1. And as I always say in the rules, you may not make any changes to your team. And with them having Giga Drain, that's not possible with what that same Tangrowth, or supposedly same Tangrowth, showed in round 1. I saw Toxic, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, and Energy Ball. That's what I knew from their round 1 match. I had that noted down. And they used Giga Drain, which isn't possible. There will be consequences. I wanted to just say, yeah, we have to redo, but for consistency purposes, I did check the rules and exactly how I'd written them, because there might be a loophole in there that wasn't intentional, but if it specifically states a certain thing, but I intended it to be slightly different, then, hey, that slightly different thing that I intended may not work out, and then I have to update the rule. I'll check back in the rules exactly what I said about in situations like this. Delete body, I want to check something first. I never did save my teams. Yeah, that is a good idea. If you're if you're in these tournaments, save your team, like save a backup in like a Microsoft Word document or something like that. You can really easily just get the export data within the team builder. Make use of that, please. Does your Weevil have Ice Shard? Yes, it should. And I was, yeah, okay, so I knew that from round 1 as well, and I was very surprised you didn't use it in the first battle. Okay, check your first battle against men in round 1. All 4 Tangrowth moves were revealed in the first 5 turns. There was no Giga Drain. I assume this wasn't Tangrowth during our first battle as well. The fact that it had it makes it illegal. Like, I knocked Tangrowth out before it could use its illegal move, that being Giga Drain. However, the fact that it had the illegal move and it had the option of using the illegal move makes that battle illegal, invalid. You must use the same team throughout the entire tournament. This includes attacks, items, etc. You may not make any changes to anything once the tournament is started. If you make changes, you may be disqualified. It's not specific enough. I likely worded this way as I would investigate each case individually and apply what I felt was an appropriate penalty to each individual case. I don't feel you change your moveset to counter me, so I won't disqualify you. Would I have done so? I would have asked a second opinion first. Because, obviously, it's a match against me, so I may be biased, so I would ask someone else to review the situation and say what they feel is appropriate. We will have to start from scratch at a 0-0 score. You will have to make certain your movesets are as they were originally as well. I will apply a strike. For now, I'll call it incorrect move strike. That is something I introduced here because I felt that this, like incorrect moves and things like that, shouldn't be the same thing. I think either in this tournament or the previous one, I started with the inactivity strike. So if I deem someone inactive during a round, so then I either have to end the round in a tie or in a loss. And then they get an inactivity strike. They may still continue in the tournament, but once they have their second inactivity strike, they're disqualified from the tournament. And I believe starting the tournament after this one, if you're inactive in the final round of Swiss, then you're immediately disqualified, even if it's your first inactivity strike. So I come up with the incorrect move strike, so if that happens twice, that will cause disqualification. I made that rule update immediately. Can you understand that? Are you okay with it? They understand and are fine with it. I'll give you some time to check in your team to make sure you move sets. We can end this battle. So that's why this match was special. They used an illegal move, which I didn't expect. They seemingly didn't save their team. Might have thought they had Giga Drain instead of Energy Ball, which turned out to be incorrect because the match 1 replay, well, the round 1 replay they had against Team Manny proved that they didn't have that move within the first 5 turns, apparently. So we had to restart from scratch. None of us have won a battle. Let's go. Sandy, Tangrowth. Same opening as before. I decided to stay in this time, set the Stealth Arc. They use Energy Ball instead of Giga Drain, so that seems correct. Now I switch to Rosade, knowing that the best they can do is Sludge Bomb. So that's looking good. They will likely switch, but if they send in Scizor, I know I have Hidden Power. However, they know that by this point too. So do they switch again? Yes, they do switch again. Here comes Garchomp. However, Hidden Power in an instant KO on the Scizor is just too worth it to not try. Spaghetti comes in. They use Swords Dance. Outrage. Ah, that hurts. Hidden Power Ice doesn't quite take it out, so they Outrage. And Tangrowth is gone. The future comes in, sets up the reflect. They have another outrage. They are confused now. Because that's certain because it was the third turn. I set up my light screen. They actually take themselves out of confusion. That's very nice for me. Switch into Gyarados, expecting to be able to resist whatever Scissor throws at me, and I have Reflect anyway. So here comes Dragon Dance. The Acrobatics, 40% damage, even a double attack, so that's good. Waterfall. That's my mistake. That's my mistake. I remember thinking about this. Do I Supersonic Sky Strike to ensure the KO? But I felt the Waterfall would just KO them, but it would KO them. And otherwise, there was a potential, like, 30% chance to flinch anyway. So I went for the Waterfall. I didn't take it out. This activated their Citrus Berry, which powered up their Acrobatics, and then with Bullet Punch, they took me out. So I felt, oh no, did I ruin my chances? Because you knew from round 1, you know how dangerous this Gyarados is. How dangerous this one can be. And this turn, deciding to use Waterfall, not getting the crit, not getting the flinch, and just not taking out the Scissor could be really dangerous. And the fact that they use their Citrus Berry is extra dangerous. They Bullet Punch even through the Reflect, take out Rose Raid. No, this is not looking good. Am I losing the match to this mistake? Earthquake doesn't take the thing out either. The Acrobatics, Sandy gone, 2 Pokemon left. I just set up the Reflect again. I'm able to make use of Prankster to, I guess, set that up, and then hopefully Ryoga can take out 5 Pokemon. They Bullet Punch though. I need the Swords Dance to be able to do something. They Bullet Punch again. This is where Rough Skin would have been so useful over Sandvale. Just would have taken out the Scissor for me. Didn't happen. Sandvale didn't exactly make me dodge anything. Fake Out, that's not going to do much. Do they use Ice Shard this time? Yeah, they do. Maybe they learned from my question. And now it is a legitimate 1-0. They once again lead. I still haven't won a battle against them. We're going to lose in round 2. We go the future. Go Alakazam on their part. I yawn. Make them drowsy. They Calm Mind, which I don't mind because they're going to fall asleep next turn anyway, unless they switch. I set up my light screen in case they do attack. I yawn again. So that if they don't switch, they don't get anything. Like, they fall asleep. I Reflect. I yawn again. They Bug Bite, deal decent damage. I switch to Devastator. They do switch as well. They have Pyroar. However, I'm a Water type, so I resist Fire. And I'm Flying type, so Solar Beam doesn't do that much. And that definitely didn't do as much as I expected. I Dragon Dance once, take out the Pyroar. I didn't want to take extra damage. I felt that this was good. I learned from the last time, and Supersonic Sky Strike one-shot the thing. I do have an extra attack boost now as well, but with having a base 185 power move compared to an 80 power move that was Waterfall, that definitely works out with the extra boost as well. Tangrowth comes in. I could switch here, but with Earthquake and Waterfall being my attacking options, that didn't really work out. I didn't really want to switch into anything, potentially Rose Raid, but I didn't want to lose the stats on Devastator. I was hoping I would be able to do so. So Bounce, 85% accurate. I barely expected to use it. I actually didn't expect to use it at all, but I do use it. Unfortunately, I miss, even though the Guard Jump comes in. I think it has Rough Skin. Potentially even Rocky Helmet, I don't remember, but obviously I'm hoping to just hit the Tangrowth. That didn't happen, they switched in Garchomp, but at least I would have still liked to hit it. It's still a 2.5 times attack, 85 base power flying type stat move, which has a side effect. Either I think it confuses, no, that's Rock Climb. I think Bounce paralyzes. They send in Tangrowth again, so I just bounce again. Are they going to switch to Garchomp again? Their Regenerator, get health for Tangrowth back. I hit this time, and Garchomp's just gone. I get Rough Skin damage, I get Rocky Helmet damage, but that thing's gone, and I have extra power now. Tangrowth in again. They keep hoping I do something else or switch. Nope, and I hit the Tangrowth now. Looking good. 3.5 times attack, it's 6-2. Fake Out, really good damage. They need the Ice Shard. And it's 1%! Meanwhile, I'm going bouncy, bouncy, bouncy on the trampoline. It'll be on the edge because I likely said that because I knew what Ice Shard did to Gyarados from a previous battle in this round. I checked back to see how much that would do. I knew that it would be around the 25-26% mark, and it just didn't take me out. So I just Waterfall, take Weefall down to its Sash. Good information to have. And this is something interesting. I was literally at 1 HP. It's not just like Focus Sash, hey, I'm at 1 HP. This is like one of those moments where it's Oh, I almost took you out at 1%. This was literally 1 HP. Not 3 HP, not 5 HP, 1 HP. That was really helpful. Sandy comes in. I know I can just take out the Weavile, so I believe I just slack off here. Yep, heal up whatever they deal to me. Sandstorm takes out the Weavile, and then Alakazam is the only Pokemon left. They Calm Mind. I think I just Earthquake. And the first two battles, as I do state here in chat, are very much opposites. They had the advantage for pretty much the first battle, and I definitely had the advantage here. Gyarados was eventually taken out, but it's a 5-0 victory to take the second battle, so only one battle remains. So far it's not looking... It hasn't looked too good. I won the previous battle though, and if I can just get Gyarados set up, then that's amazing. Let's see if I can do it. Future comes in, Tangrowth comes in. Yawn. That seemed to be a nice open. Toxic, that's not too nice in the future, but I'll take it. I think Light Screen here? Yep, because they might just attack me. I decided to set a Reflect. Knockoff deals a lot of damage. Light Clay goes now because I used Light Screen and Reflect before the Light Clay was taken off. They do still both last 8 turns. They switched to Alakazam, interestingly, and I just Yawn. Which I think I realized later, because Yawn is boosted by Prankster, Dark types are immune to it. Dark types are immune to anything that's boosted by Prankster, including Yawn. I don't think I realized that at the time. I'll have learned it at some point, but forgotten about it because it just has never applied to me until now. I believe it does happen later when I try to Yawn a Dark type. It doesn't work, so I'm very happy they sent an Alakazam. They Psyshock. I Dragon Dance because I knew they'd either switch or not take me out. So I Dragon Dance again because I know they'll stay asleep for at least one turn. They don't have the Sash in the Alakazam, so I take that out. 2 times speed, 2.5 times attack. This is looking good. Instant switch to Garchomp. I bounce like before, and take out the Garchomp. Rough Skin damage, Rocky Helmet damage. That's probably why they did it, to get that damage in, and now they just need the Weavile to do something potentially with Fake Out. I Supersonic Sky Strike could take out the Tangrowth, or whatever would switch in. It's Tangrowth that's taken out. 5-3. Looking good. They stalled out the Reflect though. That's probably what they needed. 5-3 Fake Out, but I expected that, and I didn't want to lose my Gyarados, so Sandy comes in. What am I gonna do? Earthquake. Good damage. Good damage. Sandstorm for a bit extra. The Icicle Crash. Don't take me out. They didn't get a crit or the flinch. They needed the luck there, and they didn't get it. Scissor comes in. Bullet Punch does take out Sandy. I let that happen because I have Rose Raid, and Rose Raid can Hidden Power Fire on it. High Roar does come in, but knowing how well Rose Raid can just take out that Scizor, I switch it out. Ryoga comes in. This sunny day. Hyper Voice deals pretty good damage, but I take out the Pyro with an unnecessary critical Earthquake. Scissor in again. Fire Fang, making use of the power they have given me from the sun, and I win the match. I'm not sure if I used Fire Fang in the round 1. I don't think I have, so this way I did reveal one of my moves, which might not have been a good thing in hindsight, but I think I wanted it too much to finish them off for the power they gave me with Sun, because I don't think Fire Fang on a Sun, even if Scizor 4 times weak to it, would have taken out the Scizor. But with the Sun boost, 1.5 times extra power, that does work. Gyarados playing a huge part again. Meowstic just setting up the defenses for it. Gyarados being sent in against something that's either going to fall asleep or can't deal too much damage to it. And I win round 2. I didn't exactly see that coming after the first battle of both the illegal match and the legal one. But I won battle 2 and 3, and round 2 goes to Aoka. I'll see you all in round 3. Until then.